Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are officially in New South Wales, so I left Queensland yesterday and I have come straight down to Hat Head National Park. So in this video, I will be taking you guys from the Southwest Rocks all the way down to Port Macquarie. There is so much to see along this area, and honestly I could split it up into a couple of videos, but we do have to get down to Seal Rocks by this weekend coming, so we've got some exciting things in store. But I am camping out at the Smoky Cape campsite within the Hat Head National Park. It is so beautiful. I've already seen like the most stunning wildlife, and it's like this beautiful rainforest vibe. So I'll show you guys around here, and then we're going to be heading into Southwest Rocks from there. Campsite literally feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, but it actually backs right up onto the beach, which I think we'll go check out this afternoon because I have booked this spot in for later. But I have some super exciting news to share with you guys. If you already follow me on socials, you probably already know this, but we had a couple of mods done to the VT, one of which is the tyres. So I'll give you guys a bit of a run through now before we start to pack up. So for the wheels, I've gone with the Cooper Rugged Trek. Now I went with these ones because these are a bit of a hybrid of your mud terrain and your all terrain. So they've got that nice chunky look, which I'm all about the aesthetics of my VT. But then they also have that nice, performance of the all terrain. So we're not going to be finding really loud road noise and all the like. So these ones that I've gone with are a little bit bigger. So I've gone with the 285/70/17, so just shy of the 33-inch tyre. And I have also matched these with the Dirty Life Enigma Pro in matte black for the rims as well. So I just think it's completed the entire look of the VT. But in addition to this, whilst I was getting the tyres done, I also put rock sliders on the car as well. And the rock sliders I popped on, I have collaborated with JRC Off-Road. The reason I went with them is just because they offer this beautiful, sleek design, and I think it just complements the VT, but it's also still practical. You can still use it to step up and reach up onto the roof as well. So if you are looking for any type of custom fabrication, if you want some side steps, definitely hit up John. He does some incredible work. So I did a little bit of exploring through Southwest Rocks this morning, got some coffee, and I've come out to Arakoon, I believe this is. It's just outside of Southwest Rocks, but there is apparently these mermaid pools here which are unfortunately closed, but I decided to do the track and just have a little bit of a look. But on a sad note, it turns out my drone is actually broken. Could not get it to work this morning, so this video might just have to be literally GoPro and camera doing all the work. But I've already spotted a couple of turtles in the water, which is so sad because it would have been so good to get the drone up. So tempting just to climb down there and go for a swim, but I'm going to listen to the warnings. Apparently the waves are super unpredictable and a lot of people have actually been caught off guard by it, so not worth it. So we're going to backtrack now. We're going to go back to where we're camping tonight because there is a lighthouse as well as a beach that we can swim at, hopefully. So we're going to do the small hike down to North Smoky Beach. There is literally no one down there at the moment, so I'm going to take that and run, especially given that I'm pretty sure it is school holidays in Queensland and New South Wales at the moment. The second side is way more calm, so this will be the perfect spot just to chill out and go for a swim. So I'm camping back out at the Smoky Cape campground again tonight, and it turns out you can actually drive on this beach as well as a heap of other beaches all the way along until you get to Port Macquarie. So tomorrow I might actually suss out permits and give the wheels a bit of a test run on the sand, but for this afternoon I'm just going to check out this beach and then I'm going to go have an early dinner, and then I might actually come back down to watch the sunset, although it's not going to be over the water, but I thought that would still be a nice little closeout for today. And then tomorrow is where we'll be heading down to the Hat Head National Park. So I've made it out to Hat Head, and I did end up getting a beach permit in the end. I was like, why not? Make the most of it while we're here. And the beach permit that I got actually covers a whole range of different beaches all the way down the coast. So it's definitely not a waste, and it's just a 30-day pass. So we're going to jump on the beach here. There are some sand dunes that I really want to check out, but we are coming back to this location because we're going to be camping at the Hungry Gate campsite tonight. And then this beach also takes you right down to Crescent Head. So we might even be able to go that way tomorrow to get a little bit further down the coast. This could be famous last words, but I don't think the sand is that soft, so I'm being a little bit lazy and I'm not going to air my tyres down. We'll see if I change my mind on that very quickly. So I ended up driving about halfway down Killick Beach, and there is not a single person that I have passed by, which is absolutely crazy. So this entire beach runs for, I believe, about 14 kilometers, but it is a little bit windy. Maybe that's what's deterring people, but I'm still going to enjoy every second of it. I actually don't think I've ever seen so many pippies in one spot. This would actually make a really good fishing spot because you can use them as bait, and apparently you can actually eat them as well, which I don't know if I'd be doing anytime soon. But from here, the wind is getting a little bit chaotic and I'm pretty sure I'm crisping up like crazy. So we are going to head back to the access track, and there's a turn-off that takes you up to the lookout as well. So I might go do that and then we'll go set up for camp. Good morning, guys. So I was meant to come out to this lookout yesterday, but when I pulled in and I saw that it was a 6.7 kilometer hike, I was definitely not prepared for that at all. So I decided to go straight to camp. Now, the campsite that I was at, which is the Hungry Gate campsite, was actually so busy. Like, for the amount of space, I just felt like people were camped on top of each other. But yes, I did meet a fellow solo traveler, and she did let me know that although there's the full circuit, there is a couple of lookouts beforehand. So I've come straight out to the very first headland, which I think is the Kemp's Headland, and it's absolutely stunning. So let me show you guys this spot. So I might be going on a little bit of an adventure. So I've come from Crescent Head and I'm making my way down to Port Macquarie. Now I really wanted to hug the coast, so I decided to follow the Point Paloma road, and that takes you through to the campground, which is currently closed. Once you hit the campground, you can then turn around or you can keep going, and I believe that's where you've got access to the beach, which is right behind us, or there's actually a four-wheel drive track, which is right in front of us now. So I'm pretty keen to test out the four-wheel drive track. If it gets a little bit too sketchy, we can always turn around and then go down to the beach and head down to Port Macquarie that way. The track wasn't too bad at all. There was definitely a few mud puddles, so the BT is going to need a good clean, but I was looking on Google Maps and it looks like there is this really nice spot right on the beach. So I'm just going to walk the track, see what it looks like, and then this might be where we set up for today. What an incredible find. If only this was a campsite, it would be absolutely perfect. But yeah, we're gonna spend the day here. We're about 5-10 minutes away from Port Macquarie, so we'll go find somewhere else to camp for tonight. But otherwise, this is where we are setting up. So it turns out it's actually not as easy to get over to Port Macquarie from here after all. So luckily there's a ferry, which I figured out, but otherwise we would have had to backtrack back the same way we came. So I figured before I do that, I might as well just enjoy some dinner here. So I'm going to cook up some salmon and I'm making like a little mango salad as well. So I've got a heap of fruit and veg that just has to be used. So I thought this would be a good little like throw together. It's very beachy, so I thought it would go perfect. And then I've also got the Barossa Wine Cartel Rosé as well. Obviously I'm driving, but I'm going to have a sneaky glass of that whilst I enjoy all of this. Whilst we've got the salmon cooking, I'm just going to throw together the salads. It's a pretty simple recipe overall. So that's our salad so far. Now we are going to just flavour this with just some salt and pepper. We're going to use some coriander and then just some lime juice. So it's really nice and simple. Seriously, how good does that salad look? It looks like a lot, but honestly I could eat all of this in one sitting. I don't know what happened to our sunshine, but it's just gotten super moody all of a sudden. But I'm gonna eat this. I am gonna close off this video here. So as always, guys, thank you so much for following along. I am so excited, and I hope you guys are as well, for the next like 12 months of travel and content that I'll be bringing you all. So if there's any suggestions on places you think I should be seeing whilst I'm in the area, definitely let me know. For the rest of this year, New South Wales Vic is pretty much all accounted for, but I'm pretty keen to get back into South Australia and then over to WA as well. So next weekend, or next video, I will be doing some diving over in Steel Rock, so do make sure you check back in for that one, and I'll see you guys then.